Hello, everyone. I am Tacit, and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 17, Week 1, Day 6. So today, of course, we are still amongst the midst of a Vault Weekend. Still got plenty of time to go finish out. Speaking about things that are finishing out, unless I missed a day, I don't remember. But today is the first day, I think, assuming we didn't miss any, that you can end up having, without buying any extra tiers, all of the Kingdom Pass. So even if you're playing free to play or didn't buy the pass, you still want to make sure to finish it out, as the Hands of Time might be money locked in the future, the free weapon on this side, whereas all the money locked weapon ones will be free later, and all the free ones will be paid later. Essentially, they kind of just reverse. But anyways, from this we get the weapon and the troop. The troop probably not going to get used too much. However, it does have the advantage of existing in Midnight, which is a kingdom that has pretty much negative number of troops currently. So having an extra one definitely, could get used. Has resummon, has double poke. Its ability on paper is pretty good, just has no follow-up is the biggest issue. And that's the main thing holding it back. And ends up giving some attack to Mystics, which is pretty much pointless outside of anything other than its own kingdom. But given how few options there are, at least it's semi-okay in its kingdom, and I think we actually get to use it next week. So we'll have a little bit of use keys for it. The really interesting one here, though, is Hands of Time. Someone said earlier that Hands of Time gets extra turn. That sounds so broken beyond belief, especially for a money-locked weapon. Let me see, upgradable. Let me go peek at this, because I didn't bother checking on Terran's World. Where is it? Blue, yellow. Big downside of it, though, it is competing with Rope Dart, and Rope Dart is better. So it's not replacing Rope Dart. But it does exist. Where is it? Assumably it exists. Where is it in all this mess? Hold up, there it is. Hands of Time. Gain an extra turn. Deal some damage to the first enemy. Drain mana from 2 random enemies. That's interesting. Why is it called Doom Storm? But drains 2 mana from 2 random enemies while having extra turn. That is interesting. But yeah, deals heavy splash damage to an enemy. And then light splash damage to a random enemy. You get to choose what the initial heavy splash damage goes to. The other one is completely random. And obviously you could choose anything on hero. But yeah, I guess it's like physical damage Rope Dart, I guess. Obviously Rope Dart's still better in almost every situation, because the entangle, moving them in the front, everything else. But, yeah, it's pretty close to a Rope Dart alternative. Interesting. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be $5 money locked later. But, yeah, if you are able to get it before the end of the season, make sure to do so. You have, actually, you only have like 1 day left. Because I forgot, it's only a 2-week period now. So you have, today and tomorrow. If you're close, like 40 or deeper, you might actually want to spend the gems to get to it if you've been missing on some of the crowns. As, yeah, it's honestly not that bad of a weapon. I still feel like Rope Dart will get used more than it, but, definitely has its use cases. But anyways, our main focus today is going to be on 2 things. One is we are on our most perfect Underspire yet. And we don't know if this is a dead end yet, so we'll find out. If it is, then it'll be tied with our best one we've ever done. But this is actually the path. This will be our most perfect Underspire we've ever had since doing Underspire. As we've only made 1 incorrect move of 2 rooms. And if it wasn't for that 1 mistake, it would be our perfect Underspire, but the other one we did was 2 mistakes, as in 5 total rooms. 2 path mistakes, but 1 was 2 rooms in and 1 was 3 rooms in. And this one only has 1 mistake at 2 rooms in, so if this is it, that will be, yeah, our best one yet. Though this could easily not be the boss room, but honestly, I almost want to start with that one. Raids, I think we're done. Thank you, Guild. We are done with raids, so don't need to worry about that for today or tomorrow. Hey, Orb of Glory, look at that. Nice little drop from it as well. Alright, so raid's done. There's other things we'll get to in a moment. Only other thing we'd have to do then is, I guess, technically still get the silvers from PvP. I haven't bothered doing that. We could do that all tomorrow, though. Forgot how many I even need. Let's see. That's not where you check. Oh, yeah, I should make sure we're not in the demotion zone just in case as well. Oh, we still need a good number. I still need to get like 500 something of them. But we can still get some vault stuff along the way. Anything else? Alright. You know what? Let's start with Underspire. I'm really curious if this is the way. But anyways, hello everyone! Hope you guys have been having a wonderful, wonderful week. Hello Isabel! Hello, Bill Wahama. Hello Ricardo. Hello, yeah. Hello, I forget which one that is. You keep changing your name so much. Hello, Lester and or Mr. Z. Hello, yeah. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Chad. Hello, Lester. Okay, that one's Lester. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright. Oh, what do we need here? I'll take that. Get a bunch of mana. Oh, that gives him 5 times red, though. Luckily, he doesn't use it at all. Ooh, he has a Glaceon first slot. That's a little scary. You know what? I'm actually gonna take the poke. Oh, that gives him blue, though. That's fine. Take that over. Click Stellarex a few times. Completely missed with Stellarex a few times. Yep. Pretty much. I gotta go for it. Come on. Ooh, that worked out really well. And then we just Stellarex it down and won't be able to get the Glaceon. And that is match. I gotta be careful. This team's really front-loaded, so we could die pretty easily. How far off are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, moment of truth. If this is the boss room, this is our most perfect Underspire we have ever done. Which, of course, is almost purely luck-based. However, if this is it, this will be our most perfect Underspire yet. Not a true perfect yet. We still need to try for that. But this is one step closer to a true perfect if we do get it here. Because we've only made one mistake the whole Underspire. Actually, I want to double check where that one mistake was. As well as just the whole layout for future reference. You know what? I'm actually going to take mana a weird way. I'm actually going to do it off this ability for once. I'm also using them for Purple Link, but they do have an ability. Oh! We got it! Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Alright, let's luck this over. This is the most perfect Underspire we've ever had. Alright, let's start from Section 1. Let's start all the way from the beginning. Section 1 had 0 mistakes. Section 2 had 1 mistake of 2 rooms, and that's where it was. I went down right instead of up over here. Interesting. Okay, that's the one and only mistake that was made in this entire Underspire. Were those 2 rooms. In that one direction. Because then we're in 3rd section. Which has, no mistake. Wait, I'm looking at this wrong. 3rd section's over here, which has no mistake. Then we have the 4th section. Which goes over there. Wait, why am I looking at this so wrong? Oh, gosh, I'm looking at, like, connecting to the other one. Which goes over there. So no mistake. Then we have the 5th section, which was pretty much just a straight line. And then the boss went over there. And that one had no mistake. And then we had the final section. Which of course was just a straight line up there with no mistake. Yeah, there we go. Our most perfect Underspire yet. Our new record, personally. Has anyone actually gotten a full perfect yet? I'm pretty sure someone would have. Has anyone actually posted a screenshot or something of a full 100% perfect? Because we were just one mistake off from one. So close, yet so far. But yeah, that's our better than our previous one then. Our previous best was 2 mistakes with 5 total rooms. This was 1 mistake with 2 total rooms. We had a double path. We went the wrong way on the double path. But it was the other side, the double path. Why do I feel like there's an extra turn somewhere here and I don't see it? I feel like there is. But there definitely isn't. Well, you can't do it based on rooms, because every single layout could be completely different on rooms. Though this will be an 82 room completion. But rooms and amount of mistakes don't always add up. Because different layouts can have different number of rooms. So you kind of have to count incorrect rooms rather than total rooms. Because it's near impossible to get a perfect in bare minimum rooms. Because it's almost impossible to get a layout that has bare minimum rooms. I'm not even sure what the number that would even be to get a layout that's like super bare minimum. So you mostly just have to count the number of mistakes rather than the number of rooms. But if we are counting number of rooms, we got an 82, which is definitely our best so far. Yeah, let's go take out the final loot. Should I adjust this team to make it stronger? Probably. Are we going to? No. I almost want to put more Stellarex on the team, but I kind of want to keep 1 Stellarex, even though we do have enough to craft some more if we really want to. Anything else I need to change here? Not really. I should, but we're not going to. Just double checking. Yeah, we should be fine. Worst comes to worst, we have another torch. Hopefully we won't need it. Just for the double pet orb. Alright, right off the bat, what do we need? I'll take that one. Alright, that's fine. Out of everything that could have done, that was definitely not that bad. He didn't really use yellow for anything, does he? Creates a mix of red and brown. It's not that scary. I don't want to take yellow. But I don't want to take this specific blue. I don't know, we get a lot of cascade value, but we give him extra turn green, yellow, but he's frozen on yellow, so does it matter? So we'll do that. He loses his turn. I can give him skull because we have barrier. So he does nothing with that. We didn't do Stellarix, hopefully regain our barrier. Or completely miss. Wonderful. I'll take that one to get everything destroyed. Nice, nice. Okay. Why does he always land on yellow? That's fine, though. This looks like a win. Ooh, that's not ideal, though. He's still not full mana, though, surprisingly. I don't even think I bother with Book. I think I just let him cast. Get my mana up. Ooh, Siren finally got full mana on the thing. His extra turn chance is pretty low, though. We'll be fine. How much damage is it, though? 160? Ooh. We can only let him do that once. It's not ideal, especially if we miss on this upcoming one. I guess I could give some HP now. You know, I kind of want to do Book and hope we don't miss, since he already has full mana right now. Nice. Exactly what we wanted. Come on. Nice, nice. Oh, yeah, that's match. There we go. All right, that was almost a sketchy fight. But there we go. It is our most perfect Underspire yet. There we are. Let me just look at the whole layout again. So is this section all the way up there? This one was still the weirdest one. This was the only mistake we made. So it was only 2-room mistake. We would have had an 80-room completion if we didn't have that. But it was only a 1-path 2 mistake, or it's a 1-path 2-room mistake. Only one mistake was made going that way. I would even get a dead end room out of it, oddly enough. Then we had like a really weird all the way to the right one. With a door just standing there. And it was all the way down there, curved over there. And the next section curved pretty much the exact opposite direction into itself. And then we had a straight line up for some reason. As well as a triple path here. This double was very likely to not be it. It was mostly just a choice between up and left. And for whatever reason, it feels like the boss room doesn't like to be next to the final boss room. It likes to be next to other boss rooms, not the final one most of the time. Oh, there we go. That is our most perfect Underspire yet, and I'll use the rest of my torches tomorrow. I'm not going to use them right now. Obviously, we'll go find some dead-end rooms later. Alright, anyways. But there we go. That's pretty nice. And we immediately go into mistake on this. The similar Underspire, it's pretty luck-based. Though this one even more so. At least there's some strategy in Underspire. There's pretty much no strategy in picking those things. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's our most perfect Underspire yet. Will we ever beat it? I hope so. Has anyone actually beaten it yet? Is there a screenshot anywhere on the forum of someone like full perfecting the Underspire? Because I'm not aware of any. And we also haven't gotten it. That was the closest we've gotten yet. But still not a perfect. But honestly, we could do it another 100 attempts and we might still not get a perfect. Was hello, Insane Gamer? Welcome, welcome. Was hello, Cookie if I didn't ever say hi. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we'll take a poke over. Unfortunately, we did a little bit overspend on torches this week, though. We actually could have gotten away with spending like less than 300 probably. We actually spent I think 600. So I overspent way early on just because I didn't think we'd get that lucky. I was way above average for it. It would be hard to find on the forums with all the people complaining about devs and the game. True. Very true. There is this cool screenshot thread though. And I assumed maybe it would pop up in there at some point. But if it's not in there and there's not like a post on it, I'm pretty sure no one has yet. Gotten a true perfect Underspire. We haven't either. Though that was definitely the closest we've ever gotten. As well as the closest you can physically get. Unless you somehow make a one-off mistake. Which is near impossible to do. Generally it's going to be a 2-off or further. We made a 2-off one. I guess it is technically possible to make a one-off mistake depending on your pathing. It's a lot less likely due to how the pathing works near the end of paths. Alright, let's go take out Adventure Board. All we have is 10 gems, but hey, 10 gems adds up. 10 gems in a minute is one of the highest gem rates in the entire game. If you break it down that way. It's like 600 an hour. If we could just perpetually do this one single daily. Of course, obviously we cannot. I gotta take it when it shows up. It's one of the reasons why gem farming methods like treasure maps just seem so bad. Because even though this only gives you 10 gems, the effective time to get those 10 gems is under a minute time. Its effective gem rate is almost like 1,000 gems an hour taking that daily. Like we're already done with our battles. I'm pretty sure that wasn't even 30 seconds, maybe 40. Like that was so quick. How many you get just for doing it? Like relative to the time. And that's just the common one too. That's not even a good one. Alright, we did that. We just finished Underspire with a near perfect. Only 2 incorrect rooms, 82 for completion. They can't really do it based on total, but it's good to know for the future. Alright. So the only other thing we have to go do is PvP, right? Are we already done with everything? Oh, that was quick. Well, I guess we don't really have any event right now other than Vault. And why did I say PvP? I meant to say Vault. Obviously, we're just running like a billion Paloozas tonight. Probably 4 of them? 5 of them? So I'm probably going to hand out a code in a little bit. How many do I even have right now? I have 5. You know what? We're going to run until we have 0 Palooza. How about that? We'll run all 5 of our Paloozas that we have left, I think. Run every last one of them. Will be our game plan. All of our pity keys. Oh, so I only did 4 Paloozas last night? Interesting. Well, I guess technically if we do 4, 4, 4, 4, or 4, 4, 4, if we get lucky on them, that actually is enough to get to 300. Though my goal is to technically get to 304, though we do actually have 4 more than however many the number says there. Because I'm counting it like 300 even though we start at 296. But, which means we're actually at 90 vault keys right now. But, I want this number to say 600. Whatever we need to do to get it to that by the end of this week is what we're mostly aiming for. Anyways, let me go get the timer up because I forgot to open it. Let's see. Where on earth is the timer? Let's see. Oh, so I didn't even notice it's on my desktop. I have some kind of EA launcher from that one time. Do any of you guys remember? This was a while ago. Like randomly on stream one day. I think for my birthday 2 years ago. Not last year, but the previous year. We randomly played Sims 4 just to try it. And in doing so, it like downloaded some kind of EA thing. Even though we did it through Steam. And I just now realized it is still on my desktop for some reason. I'm not even sure what it is. I guess some kind of EA launcher. It literally just says EA. Yeah, it's on my desktop and I haven't even noticed. Because it kind of blends in with my background. The only reason I noticed is it's right next to my timer. Or the thing I opened to start the timer. Which is the only reason I even noticed it right now. Interesting. Anyways, do we have everything set up? I think we do. Good to go, good to go, good to go. Alright, let's go. I know, that's a picture. I don't know, it seems so weird looking at a picture of myself. Let's see. I have almost like no pictures of myself as well. Like, I don't think I've taken a picture of myself since high school. So I don't even have one for like 12 years now. Not counting us streaming and everything. You know, as far as like an actual still picture of myself, I don't think I've taken one in 12 years. Let's go do a Palooza. Let's do Cinemirage, explore, fight. Make sure I'm actually on the right team. Yeah, we're good to go. My Dust Devil is near the bottom of the team. Normally I want to use it at the top, but when I do it on mobile, it's easier to click when it's on the bottom. Which is why it's on the bottom. But yeah, after this Palooza, we'll go hand out a code, and then we'll go run a whole hour. And sometime in that other hour, we'll hand out a code as well. And that'll be the game plan. And then tomorrow night, we finish whatever else we still need. As well as finish the Silver Mark grind. Hopefully I'll get that done during the day. We actually do need a pretty sizable amount of Silver Marks still. Oh yeah, we still need a bunch of EXP for the hero class. I'm worrying about that more so next week. Main reason I didn't do it too much this week is just because of the Vault Weekend and everything. Any bit of time I did have to grind, I want to do it for that. Either verse farming or what we're doing now. But next week we will be focusing on PvP quite a bit more, and we will be focusing on getting the hero class maxed. I'm not sure if we're actually going to max the hero class next week, but we're definitely going to contribute a lot of EXP towards it, that's for sure. I think we could max it, though. We're at like 50-something right now. And 70's halfway to max. So we're not that far off. Pretty much at the 1/4 mark, almost. And that was after only like 2 or 3 days of really grinding it. And with 7 days, that should be pretty doable. And if we do move into Diamond rank, I'm not sure if I'm going to try for top 3 or not. If we do, we're going to need like 150 to 200,000 points. Is that worth doing? Probably not. But given how much class XP we need, I might go for it, we'll see. But we'd effectively have to do upwards of 30, 40,000 VP a day. Which is not a small amount. But if we just are like full focus, if we have a really good section and we're full focus for like 4 or 5 hours a day, we would easily get top 3. I'm just not sure if I want to do like 30 to 40 hours of PvP next week. But I don't know, we'll find out. But if we do that, it should be enough to make a leaderboard. Like 4 to 5 hours a day for an entire week. That's a lot of PvP, though. Hello, Imperial! Welcome, welcome. Quicker to do all the PvP in Puzzle Quest 3 than it is to go for the leaderboard in Gems of War. Yeah, the leaderboard in Gems of War is kind of crazy. It's mostly because of how some active a few people are. Like, absurdly active. Though there was a week I played like 10 to 12 hours of PvP a day. A long while ago. Actually, I think it was like back in 2016 when they first did the rework for it. Or 2017, around there. Yeah, just going for the normal 20 reward still gives you an insane amount. It's one of the reasons I kind of don't even want to bother trying to make leaderboard. Because even if we do, it's only like 1 extra week of gold marks. If we want an extra week of gold marks, we could just wait 1 week and then get it done in like an hour or two. Or however long it normally takes to get that much. But I feel like it only takes like an hour. So we could just wait a week and get it done in an hour. Or not wait a week and get it done in like 30 hours. So if we want extra, it barely does anything. Yeah, we streamed it on Twitch. And it was back when Queen Mab was meta. Like his Mana Burn immunity didn't exist at the time. Or Submerge. Or any counter to her whatsoever. Also, the fact that she did mana or damage based on how much mana a unit had was a lot more relevant back then when numbers were smaller. Whereas nowadays, Mana Burn, even if it didn't have any immunity or anything else that countered it, would still be really bad. Just because stats are so much higher and the actual effect of Mana Burn does increasingly less over time. But when Queen Map first came out, Mana Burn was actually really, really broken. But nowadays, it's one of the most useless effects in the entire game. You farmed up Versus and Dragonite yesterday? Nice. And now you can just run Paloozas the rest of the time? Ooh. How many are you going for this weekend? 1,000? I'm pretty sure we're still doing 300, 300. 300 this weekend, 300 2 weekends from now. And next weekend is a new faction. We should be getting the faction for midnight. You're going for 1,000? Nice. I haven't gone for 1,000 in a very long time. I need to at some point. It's basically become like a yearly thing now, where like one Vault event will go for 1,000. It's probably not going to be anytime soon, though. Like, the next few months, we're definitely not going for it. Like, this one, we're obviously not. Next one, we're definitely not. At some point, we'll go for it again. The biggest issue is just getting all the verses for it. I don't mind running the Paloozas for hours upon hours on end. The bigger issue is just getting all the Paloozas to do so. It just gets really discouraging sometimes. Like, if I farm it for a few hours and get 0, I just want to stop verse farming. Whereas if you do it for a few hours and get like 10 of the verse you need, then it's like, oh, nice. And you keep going. But you can go really dry on them. Just because there's 4 different ones and normally you only need 1 at any given time. Obviously all 4 of them are used for the Palooza, but you always have at least 1 that's way lower than every other one. We technically have 2 that's way lower now. 3 and 2. The 3 is definitely our absolute lowest at the moment. We're actually doing pretty good on 2s. I think they caught up a little bit. But it's still a single-digit number between the 2 of them. Whereas the other 2 are like 50 up on both the other 2. You're using a Rowan team to farm versus. That way you can level up Nightweaver as well. Yeah, you would get a lot of class XP for it. The only problem with that is the battles that you do it on, you'd only get 1 XP per battle instead of 2. It's one of the reasons I mostly want to do it in PvP. Because a lot of teams in PvP, like for the better sections, they can win almost as quick as Rowan. Slightly slower, but almost as quick. And you get 2 XP per fight instead of 1. Which is why I wanted to wait for PvP next week to do it on. As we'd lose a lot more time using Rowan instead of this. Compared to running a PvP team that's really good in a section compared to just running it normally. Because we lose almost no time in PvP from using a, just plopping that hero class onto our team. Whereas we would lose time if we switched to Rowan for verse farming or something similar. Especially for this. You definitely wouldn't want to run Rowan here if you have the alternative. For verse farming, it would be fine. I think it's not even that much slower these days. Because of all the other gnomes and everything. It's only about 20% slower. It's still slower. Whereas doing in PvP, it's pretty much no slower using the new class compared to using like Archer or something similar. Like we might be missing a Storm or something else, but it's not that bad. Because we're not actually casting the weapon if we're running like Stellarix Quick Kill or something. Having a weapon to cast could help, but it's not required to make it go quick. Normally it's things like Thrall, Leprechaun, stuff like that that makes it go quick, not necessarily the hero itself. Hey, did we ever hand out the code? Oh yeah, I was going to do it after this Palooza. So I haven't even handed out the first code yet. I meant to do that after we finished out the other thing and then forgot. We need to go do that. I'll have another one a little bit later to stream. Because we're probably going to go for about another hour or so. Run 4 more of these things, see what we get up to. Maybe 3 more, we'll see. See if we can actually get away with a 4-for-4 this weekend. It is possible, we have to get lucky on the vault keys though. Because on average that would get you to 240. But if we get above average luck and can get to almost like 260 from that, then that would bring us to pretty much where we need to be counting Paloozas, counting pities. I think on average it normally takes us 13. Your longest name compensating? That is a very long name. I didn't realize they made it that much longer. Is there even a limit to how long you can make a name on YouTube? Gosh, that name's a mile long. On how I have it set up on the other computer, it's taken 2 lines of text to even show the full name. That was the limit? Okay. That makes sense. It's still really long, though. That's a lot of normal gnomes. Not worth stalling on that, though. Still got a whole minute. Normal gnomes loot isn't even that good either. Like, there's a few really good drops, but a lot of them don't really gain that big of a benefit from getting the full amount. As the event key drop still gives you an event key, the gem key drop still gives you a gem key. I guess the bigger gem key drop and event key drop would still give you more. Otherwise, they just roll as one. As far as the biggest benefit, I would definitely say Glory Gnome. Well, as far as like the standard gnomes. Obviously, the biggest one beneficiary would probably be like Dragonite Gnome or something. As far as like the standard array of gnomes, I would say Glory Gnome gains the biggest benefit from doing it after. So if we could just get 4 Glory Gnomes right here, that'd be great. And we got none. And got 2 of the horrible ones, the dual one. Give it a few extra seconds, and it should be good. And look at how bad that is. Normal Gnome gave us 100 souls. Look at that compared to Soul Gnome giving 5,000. And obviously these things drop nothing. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's go update our number and see where we're at. Also, let me go hand out a code before I forget, because I know I will forget. This is the first code we'll hand out. We'll have another one in a little bit. This is the first one of 2. We'll have another 2 tomorrow night. We'll have another one a little bit later to stream. There guys go. Enjoy. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, I just realized, though we mentioned this earlier, but I just realized that we have exactly 300 gold marks. I'm kind of hoarding them for a little bit until we wait for some future patches to see what else we might be able to use gold marks on. However, that's not for 3 deed books. So we got 10 guildmate gifts. Still no shiny dust because it's so pointless. Where are our keys at? Alright, 408. Oh, that's not too bad. 408, that means we went up, that means we're at 108, which means we did 24. And then epics, we started at 73, so we're at 9. Only 1 epic, unfortunate. And normal keys were pretty good, and there's 5 total paloozas. I was saying, I might just run 4 tonight for the 4-4 and just see where the other one gets us then. So run 3 more tonight then. See if we can get away with a 4-4. It's possible, though, we have to get really lucky overall in the base amounts, but we're actually getting pretty lucky. The previous one before that was like 20-something. That one was a 24. I guess some of this is from midday angels and stuff too, but still. We're still going to have that for tomorrow as well to push it over a bit. Alright, anyways, let's go run another Palooza. Gonna run at least 3 more. If not, the rest is stack. Yeah, counting pity, we should be at, let's see, if we're running 3 more. Yeah, we should barely be at 200 then. Counting pity. Which probably means we'll need a 13th tomorrow. Just to push it over. Hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Hope your weekend's been going well. This doesn't feel much like a weekend. And here we are. What's with all the double glory gnomes? We're getting so many of them all of a sudden. They are the best loot. I still never understood why they added the Daemon Gnomes. What's even weirder is when they added them, they put it into the Epic Vault Key drop table. As if it was a good gnome or something. I still never really understood that. It's a gnome we never really needed. And the fact that it's in the Epic Vault Keys just seems so weird. If we're gonna put anything in Epic Vault Key drop table, go put it like a Dragonite gnome there or something. Or at least a Glory gnome. Another reason why I kind of hoard all the Epic Vault Keys too. I still feel like they're going to get another buff at some point. Will they? Who knows? For a while I didn't think they would, and then they buffed Volkeys out of nowhere. Well, technically Volkeys and Epic Volkeys because they did the Orb buff. Which is more so a buff to Orbs, but of course since Orbs is one of the main rewards you get from Volkeys, it's also a huge buff to Volkeys. Indirectly. As far as them actually tweaking Volkeys, they haven't done that in a very long time, at least directly. Last time they've done it directly was like 4 years ago or so, 3 or 4 years. Indirectly, it was as recent as a little over a year ago. With the orb changes. Ooh, the 4 Glory Gnome. Now, why can't we get that as like the final battle? Because from that fight, we probably got like 400 glory. If we got that as a final battle, that's like 2,000 to 3,000 glory for a single fight. It's still really unbalanced how much glory they give compared to everything else. Surprised they never nerfed them. The way that they nerfed them is after Glory Gnomes came out, they added like 4 bad Gnomes in a row. Just because Glory Gnome was so good. Just to balance Glory Gnome without actually balancing Glory Gnome. Jewel Gnome was one of them, oddly enough. The weirdest thing about Jewel Gnome is the normal standard red gnome actually gives more diamonds than the Jewel Gnome, effectively. Even though its drops are only 2 and 5, compared to the Jewel Gnome having higher amount of diamonds when it drops diamonds, the rarity at which the normal red gnome drops diamonds is at such a higher frequency that it effectively gives more diamonds, even though it's giving less per drop. That's giving more per, like, number killed. Like, if you killed 100 red gnomes and killed 100 jewel gnomes, you would get more diamonds from killing 100 normal red gnomes than you would from the actual thing that's supposed to give you diamonds and other gemstones. But, of course, the most noteworthy one is diamonds. Its balancing has always been really weird. And that's something else that's kind of interesting. They've actually never tweaked any gnomes drop table. Like, as far as what loot they give. They've added new ones, you know, with new drop tables. But they've never gone back and tweaked any of the old ones. Like, every gnome still has its same drop table that it's always had forever. Never once were any values ever tweaked on any of them. So I feel like I need discussion topics every single Saturday night. I'm not sure why. Saturday nights always seem like the deadest night for Gems of War. It just falls in a really weird time of the week relative to how the rest of the events work for Gems of War. Where pretty much everything is concluded. Because on Monday, you know, you get all the spicy stuff for the week. Throughout the week, you have like at least one event to do each day. And then on Friday, you get most of this the weekend event done in one single day. And then Saturday's kind of just sitting there. And at least Sunday, even though everything would be done by then, at least has like all the, you know, future stuff. You can look at all the spoilers, stuff like that. It's also really close to reset time, technically. Which is something I don't really think about. But with how daylight saving time is right now, the time that we're normally streaming on a Sunday night is actually only like 5 or 6 hours from reset time. If I was to be a food, what food would I be? That's a question. I don't think I've ever been asked what food I would be. Remember when people ask like what animal or something else? What food would I be? I don't know, wouldn't you just say your favorite food? I must want to say like crab bagoons or a lobster bisque or something. I'd probably say crab bagoons. Those are fun. Some kind of sandwich? No, it wouldn't be some kind of sandwich. I feel like the answer to that would just be your favorite food, though. Is I can't think of any other angle to go from it other than just saying whatever your favorite would be. But I'm not sure I would want to be a cheese dip. That's pretty high up there, but I wouldn't want to be a cheese dip. And pizza just seems like too basic of an answer for that. Also, I haven't actually had that much pizza in the last year. Since I've had New Jersey pizza again, I think I have had pizza twice? And I didn't even need to pay for it either times, because both times it was gifted. So I actually have paid for pizza 0 times this year, I just realized. Or, you know, this year as in last year, I mean. I didn't even think about that. I only had pizza like 3 times last year, and I didn't pay for it a single time. Which is probably the least amount of pizza I've ever had in 1 year. You know what probably did it, though? I went all year with no soda. Obviously, soda plus pizza is a good combination. So by drinking less soda, I also, consequentially, also ate less pizza. And I think that played the same role with burgers, because I had barely any burgers last year. Pretty much everything that goes good with soda, I actually ate less of because I wasn't drinking soda. I didn't even think about that till just now, but I think that's what actually happened. Because I wasn't drinking any soda last year. Everything that goes good with soda, which in all fairness is a lot of things, but all like the most common things that go good with soda, I actually ate less of last year since I wasn't having any soda. And honestly, I still haven't really been drinking any soda. I had like a few ginger ales, like when I was allowed to like start having it again. But then, honestly, I just kind of want to keep not drinking them. I know, we did so good. After not having it for so long, it's like, okay, I don't even need it. Oh, and I miss carbonated drinks, though. I hate carbonated waters, though. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to miss the carbonated drinks. There's just so many of them are just so bad for you, though. Which is why I kind of really haven't wanted to get back into them. Because I feel like drinking soda again would make me start eating unhealthier as well. Because it would make me crave foods that are not good. Not that they're not good, you know, they're really good. But, you know, not good for you. You're going with a potato. Always good. Look good or without the... Yeah, potatoes are pretty nice. I've actually really been into baked potatoes the last few years. Normally I have them, like, mashed. But, oh no, I've been going for the baked potato route lately. A little bit of sour cream, a little bit of chives. A little bit of cheese in there. Oh, wow. Okay, sure. I was going to do one more fight, but I can't pass up a 4 Soul Gnome. It's not as good as 4 Glory, but that's about the next best thing. We'll take it. Alright, what do we get? I'm gonna say 1,200 or 13,000. No! 3 1,000s. We only got 8,000. Still a lot of souls though. Yeah, we triple low rolled. I just realized 13,000 impossible. I was trying to think of a number that could work with 4 nobes with the drops that they have. Yeah, we got 3 low rolls and 1 high roll, which puts us actually below average for how much we should have gotten there. Safe bet would have been like 10-ish thousand. But then again, I'm not sure if you actually get to exactly 10,000 with those numbers. But, yeah, there we go. Right, let's go update our number. And let's go run another 2 Paloozas. Where's our Volky number at? We are at, okay, yeah, we're still getting above average on each one. We're at 134, aka 130, because I'm doing it for simplicity's sake. And what's the other one? Oh, wow, we actually did really... Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, no, I got 0 epic Volkies. Oh, no. Oh, that Volky number isn't as good, then. We didn't get a single epic Volky that set. That's unfortunate. Also, wait, I am actually starting to run pretty low on 2s. Oh, wait, whoa. It's not as big of a... It's not as small as a distance as before, but... It's not that much better. And we're running really low on verse 2. Really, really low. Like, so dangerously low, it could become our lowest again. Alright, let's go run 2 more Paloozas. We'll probably hand out a code after this Palooza, and then probably run 1 more after. Get us to a nice solid 4-4. And then tomorrow we'll probably need to do 5. I don't think we can get away with a 4-4. As much as I really desperately want to see it happen. Just because it'd be funny to get a 4-4. But it's probably going to require a 13th. Get the baker's dozen. It's just something I haven't had in a while. Donuts. Actually, I think the last time I had a donut was actually when I went to go see my family. When I went to go see my dad, because he goes like every like 3rd morning or so. Like half the days he goes out to like Dunkin' Donuts to get a single donut and a coffee. That's actually the last time I've had a donut, and I think the only time I had a donut all year last year. Maybe Krispy Kreme's once. So I would have only had donuts at 2 separate instances then. Krispy Kremes are really good, though. They have to be fresh, though. It's like kind of donut that if you don't eat, like, literally within hours, they don't go... Like, they go so bad compared to what they could be. Like, a lot of other donuts can hold for, like, a day, even 2. Glazed donuts in general, like, you have to have them within the first 6 hours or less. Or they go so bad comparatively. Though I do have to say, the main donut I would probably like the most these days is jelly donuts. Doesn't matter what else, just as long as they're filled with jelly. It could be sugar coated, it could be glazed coating, it could be anything coated. As long as it's jelly inside, they're pretty good. I can't really go wrong with Boston creams, but honestly, I've been kind of growing out of Boston creams. I think mostly because a lot of places don't put enough cream in it. So it basically tastes like a normal donut with a little bit of chocolate on it and like one little dab of cream somewhere is dried up in the middle. It's not even wet from how little cream there is. Lester, no. Calm yourself. Like, even Isabel has deleting her message. You know you went too far. When Isabel's deleting her message. Yeah, hot Krispy Kreme glazed donuts are insanely good. They're definitely high up there on the donut tier list. But yeah, places like Dunkin' Donuts and stuff are really horrible these days. Like, you gotta find those, like, small family-owned places. That or get fresh Krispy Kremes. Those are, like, the only 2 times I'll probably ever go for donuts. There's a lot of the smaller places, they actually fill up the donuts. A lot of change these days, they have like bare minimum requirements for how much they put in. It's so bare bones compared to what they used to be. Still not sure if the best donut place near me is still even open because I haven't really been going for donuts. Main reason I don't normally go there is actually a bit away. I used to go there a lot during high school. Place called, I think it was just Mr. Donuts, or the Donut Man, one or the other. It had such an interesting atmosphere inside. And of course their donuts were good. As would be expected. Have I had fresh Krispy Kremes? Yeah, of course I've had. There's like a billion Krispy Kremes near me. I only had it once all last year, though. These are basically sugar on top of sugar, surrounded by sugar. And they're so easy to eat. Like, you can down a whole dozen in, like, probably a few minutes. I'm not even joking. They go down that easily. Like a glass of water and a dozen of them you can take out in under 10 minutes. Without even trying. They go down so easily. It's weird because they're basically solid objects, but they go down like they're literally a liquid. They are just so light. Yeah, right off the conveyor belt, yes. I remember when I was a kid, I used to just watch it go down the conveyor belt as well. Through the whole process from start to end. It goes down easier than Leicester? Yes, it goes down easier than Leicester. After this Palooza, we'll hand out the final code and then probably crack open one last one for now. And then whatever we still need, we'll do tomorrow night. Yeah, they have those signs whenever they're ready. So oddly enough, you actually want to go before they have the sign up. Because that's when you actually get them the absolute freshest. If they already turned on the sign, they're not as fresh as they could have been. Like, they're still fresh, but they're not, like, right off the presses, literally seconds ago fresh. Like, it might have been minutes ago. Gotta get there before they even turn it on. You have to wait a little bit longer sometimes. You get them, like, literally the second they're out. There's also not much of a line, because obviously they start to get a lot more of a line once the sign is actually up. If you get there before the sign, not only are they ever so slightly fresher by minutes, but they are also no wait line. But I still never set any New Year's resolution this year. I know it's a rather cliche one, but I do need to lose weight a little. I want to see if I can get under 200 this year. I think we're at like 220 right now or something. I haven't been under 200 since like... Gosh, I want to say 22, 23? Let's see, 23... Yeah, I think 23 was the last time I was under 200. It's been like 7 years. I gained a lot of weight during college. Between my sleep schedule and just eating unhealthier because of college times, I gained like 50 pounds, I think, during college. I gained a lot of weight during college. From just eating unhealthier and just time crunch on a lot of things. Because I was basically taking above full-time amount of classes, while also still having like a part-time, almost full-time job while doing college. And by the end of it, I was doing all that and doing YouTube on the side. I've actually never been busier my whole life than during college. Between everything. I just realized, I saw like 5 mimics yesterday. I haven't seen a single one all day today. Even got a 5 times mimic yesterday. But I haven't even seen it 2 times yet today. So have we even gotten a single epic this time? That would be 2 Paloozas in a row with none. It'd be very unfortunate. Actually, our ratio is really off. We're actually really behind on epics this week. We should have about 14 epic Volkies by now. And we're sitting on only 9. No, I didn't have any kind of food card as part of my tuition. I feel like that would have made me eat healthier. Because I was just eating out like a ton of fast food during college. Just because it was near where all the transit was. So it was just very convenient and quick. It was also a lot more on my budget. And that was back when every place still had like a proper dollar menu as well. And you can actually get some pretty good value from those dollar menus. Now pretty much every place is like the dollar plus menu. Where, you know, like you're getting almost nothing for $1 at any fast food place these days. I wouldn't be surprised if in like a few years from now, every single fast food place will have a bare minimum $2 item instead of anything at $1. But back then, you could order like a ton of things for only $1. Alright, not anywhere near in a close battle. Not nearly an ideal battle to do this one on, but oh well. Loot is still loot. Give it a few extra seconds, and should be good to go. Alright, let's go hand out the final not the Volky. The final, come on, why? 100 souls in mid-roll. Second time that's happened on the final reward. But let's go claim tribute. Let's go and hand out a redeem code. And then let's go and run last Palooza then for tonight. And then we'll get down to 4 for 4. If we still need another one tomorrow night, we'll run another one then. And we'll go from there. Anyways, there you guys go. Enjoy. Alright, so let's go get tally up. And let's go run the final Palooza for now. Where's my Volkies at? Where are they? Why am I so blind? Where'd they go? There they are. Alright, how we doing? Ooh, that was pretty bad on total keys. Ooh. Ooh, and 0 epic still. Wow, that was a horrible key. We got 15 Volkies, 0 epic. That was horrifically bad. That's not ideal. It seemed a bit below average, but wow, it was way below average. That is super not ideal. We're definitely gonna need that extra one. We're definitely gonna have to run 5 tomorrow night. But for now, let's go run one more. Final one for now. Get our Palooza. We can technically run 2 more for now, but we'll run 1 more. I'll have to run it one these days regardless. Save it for tomorrow night. Have you been getting bad luck on the Vault weekend? We're actually above how many Vault keys we should have. So it's mostly just my Epic Vault keys that's been unlucky. Because right now I should only have about 140 Vault keys, but we actually have 151. Because whatever our number is, it's actually 6 higher. I just don't have it added because it's easier to calculate based on the other number. But we're at 151 Vault keys right now. And 7 Paloozas. Which is not too bad. Even if you subtract all the ones from Angels and everything. That's still above drop rate. It's just our Epic Vault keys are way below. We should be at 14 or 15 Epics right now. But we only have 9. So we're at minimum 5 behind on those. But our actual Volkey number is slightly above what it should be right now. Because I always count every Vault key as about 20 Vault keys and 2 Epics. Obviously, it can give or take a little bit. But that's about where the average falls a lot of times. Assuming you're running like the quickest possible team of this one. You're so close to level 1,750? Nice. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I did it before the stream or during the stream, but we finally hit level 1,890. I think that actually happened before the stream, which is probably why I haven't mentioned it. Yeah, 10 levels to go and we get another permanent stat on Hero. We should have it by the end of this month. Probably by the end of next Vault weekend, I would assume. I would say by the end of next Guild Wars, but Guild Wars is still delayed for like another month. So we don't get that super XP boost. Gosh, my neck is sore. That's something I need to do this year. I need to replace out my mattress and or entire bed. It's on the to-do list of this year. Is that mattress hasn't been replaced for like a decade now? Or pretty close to it. Consider placing Captain before Cookie. Yeah, Mr. Z sent his avatar to us from like 2 or 3 nights ago. Not sure why. Though I still don't know half of what Mr. Z does. I don't know what 69% of what you do is. Oh gosh. Sounds about right though, about 2/3. Hey, we got Epic Volkey finally. About time. I was almost like 3 Paloozas dry on a single Epic. Hey, we got ahead. I think we already have that maxed. I don't remember what bonus that thing is for. Oh, it's for human. I'm not sure why, but I believe that's the human bonus pet. Are we not feeling well? No, I'm feeling pretty average. Guess I'm a bit more on the tired side, though. And I feel like I get tired so early when it gets dark so early. Because, you know, naturally when it gets dark, it's like, okay, body's like, okay, sleep now. But then you don't sleep, and then it's like, oh, now I'm tired. I need daylight savings time to kick back in the other direction. It doesn't happen for like another month or two, does it? Because it doesn't happen until like early spring. The Grand Blue Fantasy Relinks demo? Haven't heard of it. Sounds interesting. I know, I haven't played any trend game in a very long time. Unless you technically count Tears of the Kingdom. But we were planning on playing that regardless. Oh no, I've never really followed whatever any trend was at any given time when it comes to gaming. I generally know what they are at any given time. I just never seem to be that interested in them. Oh, you said it a couple streams ago? Oh yeah, I didn't see that message. That I didn't see. Did I play a new epilogue on Pokemon DLC this week? No. What did they do? They actually added content? Oh, Miss Insane Witch did a stream yesterday? I didn't catch it either. Always nice to see more people around. There's just not too many people who do stream Gems of War these days. Like, it's still a single-digit number right now. If just counting people who do it in English, because there are a few that do it in other languages. But just counting English, I'm pretty sure it's like a single-digit number these days. Delayed DLC content just dropped earlier this week. Ooh. I still haven't even finished anything that was in the other DLC either. Because I still never find that mythical Pokemon you mentioned. I still never got all the legends because I need to go farm like 1 billion BP, which I never bothered doing. I farmed it like one extra time with Isabelle, but I think that still wasn't enough. And I also haven't done a single shiny hunting instance in the DLC, really. But mostly because I hate shiny hunting in that game. It's just too big of a strain on the eyes. It's one of the things that's kept me from playing that generation a lot more. Way too much eye strain. There's just literally 0 audio cue. And barely a visual cue. Despite the actual odds being one of the highest of any Pokemon game, it is effectively the most annoying Pokemon game to shiny hunt in. Like, it's not fun to do is the problem. Has this been playing Orc Massage off stream? No. Honestly, the only game we've still been grinding off stream is Old School RuneScape. They have a pretty big half-year-long, I guess, event calendar or whatever you'd call it. What do you call that? When you're about to say what you're going to be doing for a game over the next half a year to a year. It has a proper name. I already forget what it's called. But they're finally doing that in like a week from now. And they have quite a few pretty big things planned. A lot of them very shortly, though. We might actually stream a little bit here and there. Still haven't covered any guides in that game since we've gotten back into it. Really need to at some point. I've been trying to max out the count slowly in the background. And I mean slowly. Because, gosh, is that a slow-paced game once you get to endgame. But once you're there, we can actually start doing things. I don't know, I might do a stream for it next week. We haven't in a while. Oh yeah, roadmap, that's the word I'm looking for, thank you. I'm not sure why I forgot the name of it. Actually, speaking of which, Gems of War should be posting their roadmap pretty soon for the year. Assuming they're still going to be doing such a thing. Because we haven't had a roadmap since, you know, we knew up till December, but we don't know anything for January, which at this point is going to be over by the time to do it. Like, they're probably going to do, like, a February to June, February to July roadmap soon. Gems of War, that is. Coin purse or ultra rare ingots? Oh, gosh. Just take the ultra rare ingots. Honestly, my angels haven't been that bad this weekend. There's a few bad ones, but overall, I would say they were way better than average for once. Yeah, Glorianum. It's only 14 degrees by you outside? Oh gosh, that is cold. It's actually 44 by me, so a whole 30 degrees higher. Yeah, there we go. Anything good on the final one? Yes, 1,000 glory. Nice. All right, let's see what our final tally is. Grab our redeem code we handed out earlier. Let's go double check our numbers here. All right, what's our total tally now? Okay, that's a bit better. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, wait, yes, it is. Wait, what? Am I looking at this right? We just almost did 30 Volkies. Yeah, I'm not miscarrying a 1. That's 29 Volkies. Wow. Well, that just did a complete 180. Yeah, we're already at 200 plus. Because we have to add 6 to that, so we're at 180 right now, plus all pity, which we definitely have at least 20 pity. Hands down, easily. Well, we did really good. Plus, we got 3 epics. Wow. That was really solid. We just did 29 Volkies, 3 epics in one thing. It didn't even seem like it was doing that good, but apparently it did. Yeah, there we go. Officially 2/3 of the way there. Let's see. -6. No, -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, -6. We have 30 pity. We need to add 6 to that as well, so we're actually at 210 Volkies right now. So yeah, we only have to get 90 tomorrow. If we get lucky, we could do that in 4 Paloozas. If we don't get lucky, it'll take 5. And that'll be the game plan. If we do get it in 4, that'll be, I think, our first ever 4 for 4. Though realistically, it's going to take 5. We'd have to get at least an average of 25 keys per Palooza, which is decently unlikely. So it's probably going to take the 5th one to push it over the edge. But anyways, guys, I think that'll do it for now. We will be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. Aside from that, our game plan is, if I didn't already off-stream finish the Silver Mark grind, we'll be finishing the Silver Mark grind. I gotta actually get like 500 more. Most of that will be off-stream, I would assume, but I don't know, we'll find out. I'll probably have to do some of it on-stream. Aside from that, obviously, running 5 Paloozas tomorrow. Gonna get it over the edge. Other than that, just going over the spoilers and everything for the week. Whatever we happen to know. Biggest thing happening next week should be the new faction on Friday for the new Kingdom of Midnight. I forget what the new faction's called, but it's Midnight's faction specifically. I think it's called something of the night or something. It's something night related. Maybe it makes a night pun of some kind, I don't remember. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. If you still haven't gotten on the Vault event grind, still plenty of time. There's still over a whole day left as far as time remaining. We still have another 1 day and 4 hours, so still a whole another solid day to get it done. And I'll be doing that tomorrow night and throughout the day. I'll catch all of you guys later. Enjoy your weekend. See you guys soon. Stay safe out there. And just looking back at chat. And I will catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.